ridiculous fares.
Right. I'm sorry if this was already asked, but I know that you're now selling through to Seattle on Alaska. Do you have plans with Virgin America? I mean, I remember we heard about that before, but nothing's happened yet.
Well, no, it's not that a lot's happened, but it hasn't been cemented in the sense that Virgin America operates off a system called AirRes, and they're probably, I think, the only airline in the world to use it. They're a new technology provider, but they were designed for a non-co-chair, non-interline type airline. So a very simple airline, which is what Virgin America, high quality, but doesn't code with anyone. We or Atlantic will be their first co-chair partner, and we expect by May that the bridges will be built from Amadeus, which is our system, and other GDS systems into their AirRes platform. So that's the missing piece at the moment. There's a great will to do it.
So it really is just a technology issue, right?
Yeah, and they've been working on it for about 8 months now. It's not an easy thing, but we're told, I'm told, and I believe it'll be ready sometime in May.
And will you continue to sell Alaska flights as well?
Sure we will.
Okay.
I mean, we're not aligned to it. We're not an alliance, so we maybe Virgin in terms of name, but we're happy to get out and spread ourselves around and talk to anyone who wants to fly with us. And to be honest, in Australia, Virgin Blue's been flying for 9 years, and we have about a dozen international airlines that choose us because they don't want to fly on a competing alliance, which is that they're non-one world. Qantas is one world, so Star want to fly on us. Well, Star's the big one, but you've got the European one with Air France, KLM. They all want to give us a go.
And you do have a partnership with United in Australia, right? So are you going to continue that? And
sure.
Okay.
Sure. At this stage, we will. I mean, as I said, it's they may choose not to,
right?
But that's probably to their detriment to a degree, because we send them to about now 32 destinations throughout Australia from Sydney, and there's some more competition coming on the market, so we'll work with whoever wants to work with us.
And is the partnership with Northwest still happening, or Delta?
Yeah. Well, it's already in the GDS it's in the GDS systems, but it's not in the internet booking engine at the moment, and that's still on track, and I hope that's resolved before we fly. But to be fair and honest, it's not. If this wasn't a Virgin airline, this was an airline and it just started up, and with maybe lots of money, but no parental view, no pedigree of operating an airline, no one would touch it, and because they want you to get your AOC, your license, they want you to actually fly the aeroplane in the metal, and then they say, well, come and see us then if you get a good reputation. So we've established through Virgin Atlantic, Virgin America, and Virgin Blue in Australia that we're good. So these guys are happy to talk to us.
Oh, I was just curious if with Northwest change in ownership, if that had anything to do with the partnership.
It might, and it's a good point, but at the same time, you might say, well, does Delta want to put their traffic on Qantas in Australia? And a lot of the market flies beyond Sydney.
Right. So
maybe that's an opportunity for us to say, well, quid pro quo.
You also have complimentary flight times over the Pacific,
well, we do.
Delta and via Australia. So.
Yeah, one day, daylight and nighttime. So there's some opportunities. No discussions held in that regard. Not with me at least. That's an opportunity.
Okay.
So again, we've always tried to be unaligned to that particular point of view. That once you do sign up with an alliance, well, if you're not in that alliance, you 50-50 call as to who you go with. This way, we tend to get all the non alliance carriers of the flag carrier that operates into the market.
Okay. Thank you.